Meditation time. Happy Saturday, everybody. It is Saturday, January 16th, and I am here to do your daily meditations. Yes, I know it's late. Um, I almost was thinking about doing 2 readings tomorrow, and then I was like, you know what? No. What I'm going to do is I am going to do 2 readings right now, but I'm just going to post tonight's now, and then tomorrow in the morning, I'll already have it filmed, so it'll be just easier for me to pop up. I think that's what I'm going to do from here on out, is to film at night, get it up in the morning for you guys, so whatever comes up for me during the day is not an issue. So let's get started. Take out your Just for Today daily meditations. I got mine right here, and we're going to go to page 16 for January 16th. Make that call. We need our fellow NA members, their experience, their friendship, their laughter, their guidance, and much, much more. Yet many of us hesitate to call our sponsor or visit our NA friends. We don't want to impose on them. We think about phoning someone, but we don't feel worthy of their time. We fear that if they got to know us, really know us, they'd surely reject us. We forget that our fellow NA members are just like us. There's nothing we've done, no place we've been, no feeling we've felt that other recovering addicts won't be able to identify with. The more you let others get to know us, the more we'll hear. You're in the right place. You're among friends. You belong. Welcome. You also forget that just as we need others, they need us. We're not the only ones who want to feel like we belong, who want to experience the warmth of friendship, and who want somebody to share it with. If we isolate ourselves from our fellow members, we deprive them of getting something they need, something only we can give them: our time, our company, our true selves. In Narcotics Anonymous, recovering addicts care for one another. What waits them at the other end of the telephone is not rejection, but love, warmth, and identification of the NA fellowship. Make that call. Just for today, in NA, I'm among friends. I will reach out to others, giving and receiving in fellowship. I love that reading. And while I was reading it, 2 things stood out to me. Number one, what stood out to me, the first thing was I've heard a lot in meetings people sharing about people with time need the newcomer just as much as the newcomer needs the person with time. And it's because the newcomer keeps it green for the people that have been clean and sober and in the rooms for years. Sometimes after you get clean and sober, you forget the struggles that you went through and how hard it really was to make the right step. And having someone come into the room and, express their emotions and trials and tribulations, it can bring the person with time under their belt back to when they were that newcomer. And it can keep them clean. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you get caught up in daily life and your life now, and you don't remember those times where your mother wouldn't let you in the house to sleep and you had to sleep outside, or girls that had to get in cars and do things they didn't want to do just so they could feel better. I mean, the list goes on and on. But when you hear it again and it makes you think about your own experiences, you're so much more grateful for your life today. But, maybe you were having a rough week and there's maybe some thoughts crept up into your head about thinking about using. Being in recovery is a forever thing. You have to constantly work on that. You don't just get clean and you're cured. You need to work on yourself. You need to identify the triggers that make you want to use and come up with different coping mechanisms so when those triggers do arise, you know what to do instead of using. So it's a constant thing. For a while, money was a huge trigger to me. Every time money hit my hands, I would have a severe anxiety. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't handle it. So I had to come up with a different way to manage my money. I had to get direct deposit. So it went directly into my account and I didn't see the money. I mean, that might sound extreme to some people, but desperate times calls for desperate measures, and you have to do whatever you have to do to stay clean. Nightmares. I had drug dreams for a long time, and I'd panic because I'd wake up thinking that I used, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, my clean date." It was so real and so vivid, and it's a lot. So it's constant work. And sometimes you could have a bad day, or your marriage isn't working out, or whatever the case may be, a terrible job, and whatever. Something may take you back, a family death, and you think about having a drink or a drug. That newcomer coming in and sharing their experiences with you will snap you back into reality real quick. So that was something that hit me during this reading. And something else was when they were talking about, there's nothing you can say to somebody who's in recovery that isn't going to shock them, and there's something they're not going to identify with. And I used to feel like this. I remember when I first got clean and I was going to this outpatient program for groups and meetings and stuff. And, there's staff walking around, there's nurses, there's whatever. So a lot of the times, I mean, sometimes you could pick out the clients from the staff, but I remember specifically there was someone who I thought was a staff member, and I would never think. And I thought to myself, then I found out they were a client. And I thought to myself, like, wow, if I had met this person in any other circumstance but now, like if I had met that person at work, if I had met that person in a Walmart or a grocery store or whatever through a family friend, I would be embarrassed to let them know that I was in recovery. I would not want this person to know that. I would think that they would judge me. There was no way they could ever be involved in something like that, and they would think less of me. But yet here they are in the same room as me. So, a lot of times when you feel bad about yourself or you think you're going to be judged, you can be surprised. So, you know what? Take that leap of faith. 9 times out of 10, you will be surprised and you will get what you need as far as the love and the warmth and the support. And that 1 time out of 10 that you don't, shame on that asshole who judges you or makes you feel less than. Get to a meeting and share with somebody who matters, because they don't. So that was a good one for today. Let's move over now to The Language of Letting Go by Melanie Beatty. Let's go over to, I don't know what that friggin' was. Language of Letting Go, Melanie Beatty. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to go over to page 16, January 16th, prayer. Erica Jong has said that we are spiritual beings who are human. Praying and meditating are ways we can take care of our spirit. Prayer and meditation are disciplines suggested by the 11th step of the 12-step recovery programs Al-Anon, CODA, Adult Children of Alcoholics, and others. Prayer and meditation are not necessarily connected to organized religion. Prayer and meditation are ways to improve our personal relationship with a higher power to benefit ourselves, our life, and our growth. Praying is how we connect with God. We don't pray because we have to. We pray because we want to. It is how we link our soul to our source. We're learning to take care of our emotions, our minds, and our physical needs. We're learning to change our behaviors, but we are also learning to take care of our spirit, our soul, because that is where all true change begins. Each time we talk to God, we are transformed. Each time we connect with our higher power, we are heard, touched, and changed for the best. Today, I will practice prayer and meditation. Whether I feel desperate, uneasy, or peaceful, I will make the effort to connect with my higher power, at least for a moment today. I wholeheartedly believe in that reading. And you know what? I want to say something because I didn't realize this when I first started meditating, and you don't have to be perfect at it. That is, I mean, in my experience and in my opinion, that held me back for a while, especially with the prayer. I always felt like I had to, you know, have everything exactly the way I was supposed to be talking with God, and that is not true. You talk to God or your higher power as you would talk to a friend, or as I'm talking to you right now. You just talk and start there. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Meditation, same thing. Meditation and yoga have done wonders for me, and I just love it. I love taking the couple of minutes out and making that a specific couple of minutes to do care for myself, self-love, self-care. Take that couple of minutes to sit down. I used to make fun of this shit. I used to be like, what? Breathe, fucking breath, whatever they say, like breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I really didn't ever participate in it like they were telling me to. I didn't believe in it. I thought it was bullshit. But I'll tell you what, when I did, and it was inpatient in a recovery facility, is when I did start doing it. We used to do a grounding meditation every day before we had a meeting. And, we put our feet flat on the floor, our hands on our knees. We were sitting in a chair, straight up, shoulders back. We would close our eyes, and we would just, the room would be quiet, and you just breathe a couple of times deeply and sit there for a couple minutes and relax and get grounded. And I know it can sound silly. I know it can sound stupid to some people. But my advice to you would be just try it. Wait until you're alone in the house and nobody's around, and then search up on YouTube a 10-minute grounding meditation and try it. And it has, I incorporate that into my daily life. I try to, and when I do, I feel so positive and ready to conquer the world. Like, seriously. It sounds corny, it sounds stupid. I know that. I've thought that in the past, and it took me a long time to actually participate in it, and I'm mad that I waited that long. I wish I would have done it, when I first found out about it, because it has really helped me. So the more you do these things and incorporate positivity into your life, the better you feel. You don't always have to be perfect at it. You never have to be perfect at it. You do your way. If you find a meditation on YouTube and you want to omit something or add something that can help you, do it. It's your way. It's what makes you feel good. So I really like these readings today. I'm excited. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you're all having a great day or night. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night.